Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. No Souls here, and today I want to talk to you about a really good game I found over the weekend called Project Warlock. It's not a very highly known title. It's a boomer shooter, as you can probably tell just from the trailer here kind of showing out. Only sitting at about 3,000 reviews, but very positive, and it was made back in 2018, and very nice pixel art. I've played through it a couple times the first act, mostly because I was trying to go and build this video. Um, but it's pretty quick. You can see an individual level only takes a few minutes, even if you're trying to be a completionist. So you can go and run it quite a few times. And honestly, I have no complaints that I've played through the first act, maybe like 3 times total. Like, phenomenal game. Also, I just wanted to let you know that Warlock 2 Chapter 2 is right now being demoed for free. So, this game does have a second available. Going to also show you the system requirements. They are quite low, but something of note, starting January 1st in 2024, aka just a couple days ago, you're going to know Steam client only supports Windows 10 and later. So you have to be running Windows 10 if you want to be able to play this game. The Windows 7 and 8 OS will not actually be the case, but overall, not that high graphic requirement. So there we go. And now let's jump into it. There we go. As you can see, I've already been playing it for a little bit. I'm going to real quickly talk about some options. You have retro shader available, so you can make it look more like the original Doom. You can go and strengthen the color, change the palette a little bit, so you can drop it down. Let's go turn on retro shading, and then you can just slide it really high up, really high down. Let's just drop that back to like 50. There we go. But not going to worry about it. Just going to leave it on the default. You can mess with the scaling. Got full screen, frame rate cap. Have to click apply if you're going to cap it. Change your displays. So you can see I have 2 monitors. You can also change how much hertz you have. I have a 60 hertz monitor, so it doesn't really matter. I can only run it at 60 FPS for myself. Ambient occlusion, bloom, motion blur, and real-time effects. So these are your overall setup. You could also mess with the saturation, stuff like that. So, they don't offer you colorblind modes, but you can kind of build yourself a colorblind mode. Good things to kind of note on that. Also, when you first load into this game, it is extremely loud. So very quickly, you're going to want to get into the settings here and lower that down to like 50%. I found it's okay for me. Granted, I am half deaf, so maybe you're going to want to even lower than that. Preferences, you can go and have on crosshairs, enemy life bars, invert, display minimap, hold to run. I don't know anyone that prefers hold to run, but if you want it, they have it. That's nice. You can change the sensitivity. I do believe I actually raised the sensitivity a little bit on the game just starting out, and I dropped the head bob to 0. I hate that, so did that. Controls, very simple controls. As I said on controller, you can rebind things, but overall, it's pretty good, I would say. Can't rebind the spell select, which is a little odd, but okay, that's fine. And then also of note, you're going to see a lot of double rebindings. And strange thing is like you'll see here Claymore is 6, but then over here crossbow is also 6. The only things that are on unique keys are your flamethrower, laser rifle, and chain reactor, which I have not gotten to. Those I imagine you unlock very late in the game. So as I haven't gotten there, I have never actually gotten a chance to play with that. But everything else except the rocket launcher and the minigun, I've unlocked everything else in the first act. So there we go. I believe. Wait, did I cover everything? Controls? Yes. Okay. So I have everything. This is your fortress, your starting hub. You can start out with quite a few individual spells. I do like using Bomberman personally, but this one is quite an interesting one. Storm Rage. You can summon a lightning orb that strikes nearby enemies, and you can actually build so that you're mostly centered around using magic as abilities to fight your enemies. But personally, I like being a gunmancer. You know, nothing really says low magic like shotgun to demon's face. Can see everything has two options. Your axe skill can either give you a healing one or a mana increasing one. This one is either you do more damage with each shot, burning more ammo, or you get like a flare gun, you know, double your damage 4 times the shots, or allow you to shoot twice before reloading. Personally, I'd rather have an auto shotgun and, you know, just have the boomstick if you really need to put it out. Then you have Kimbo, nail guns. I chose frag grenades, so here we go. You can also see here quite a few of the options. Also, this is a magic staff. It does do, like, consumption. I have 10 lives now because I haven't died and I've done a very good job. You can see here I'm picking a lot of random stats to give me, and then also lead collector, give myself a little bit more ammo for the submachine gun because this thing is quite good against hordes. We're going to start out now in going to the Arctic area. I've already completed the first boss. At the end of every group of missions, there is a boss that you can fight. Well, you have to fight to progress it, and I'm not going to spoil anything with that, but yeah. Oh crap. Yeah, and right there you can see, gotta be careful there. I meant to show you what magic light is. That's what health looks like on this level. The other one actually has health potion vials, but yeah. You gotta also note there are secrets and levels, and you gotta press the space bar on the individual area to be able to see it. So if you've seen enough now that you're kind of interested in it, you might not want to continue watching, but if you do, quick, easy. Some strength is always a good idea, simply because the dagger is a... Gosh darn, not again. Yeah, gotta be careful about that. It is so easy to just accidentally cast the wrong spell if you're not paying attention. And you can see I do burn mana every time, but if I find a little blue crystal thing, I will be back at full mana. Those guys are flamers, actually. Steady the Yeti. These things I call the thing, because they're just like some creature inside of the ice. Oh, there we go. There's some extra health. Those red shells. What the? Oh gosh, did not realize I was getting stabbed in the back there. So it doesn't look like there's any secrets over here. Sometimes things... Ooh, I know what that is. You do have to pay attention to environmental factors, because sometimes there are goodies inside. Crud. Oh. Go. Easy mode. Fortunately, this level doesn't seem to have very good music, not compared to some of the other ones, because the music in this game is actually pretty phenomenal. Like, I have to admit, there are some fights that just have this absolutely killer drum line. It's just, what is it? I believe it's called Rampart is the mission. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend that mission just right in the first chapter. And as I said, I've replayed this game quite a bit already, just because I was trying to film this video, and also jumping between my Steam Deck and PC. So, okay, got it. Okay, trying to see if there's a secret somewhere here, but no joke. That's a shame. Almost kind of. Okay, I am not playing this as intelligently as I did last time. There we go. So, like, most of your money comes from actually going about. Oh, sorry. Most of your experience comes about actually completing, like, the individual little side areas. And if you see it, they have, like, really big chests of money in there. You get experience from those, picking up coins and that money and stuff like that. So you really want to pay attention and see if you can pick up everything. With health being like carried between each like zone, it's pretty important to make sure that you got everything, including the ammo. Okay. No joy, can't do anything about that. Yeah, see, there was a secret, but I just... Oh boy. Save more from this one. There is a little bit of aiming, but as long as you're relatively careful, you're alright. It's like you look at some things and you're like, oh yeah, that's definitely a secret, but it's like, no, that's not a secret. Okay, we got the red keys. Oh, yes. That's the way I came. It's like getting your stats do help you out a lot. If I hadn't upgraded my strength like the very first playthrough, my melee would not be as viable as it is. And the dagger is actually... Took a lot of damage unnecessarily there, but it's okay. Someone's probably yelling at me like, what about that wall? Maybe that's a secret! Not for the sake of me, cannot seem to be fighting it in this zone. Not for a lack of trying, though. Oh, that's probably what I need. Oh! Not a secret. Looks like this is a lower one. Somehow I have to be able to get that. Red, blue, yellow. Yellow's the last one that's missing. Bingo. like there should be something somewhere. Am I blind? Is there really nothing here? Nothing. I have no idea where on earth. I tried. Wait, that's not the end. Okay. Oh yeah, I kind of remember that now. Oh yes, here we go. This is... Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I kind of remember. And see, right there. Found some treasure, got 3 XP. So it's like, there's no actual currency in the game. It probably affects your like score as well. But as long as you get it all, you're good. Right there. And that's a level. It's pretty quick. Like, you can go through an entire level very quickly and just find everything. And then you get like a little bit more if you get enough XP. I could go grab myself. Oh, I don't have enough for it. Do I want... Let's see, what was that spell we picked up? Fires a missile that freezes enemy use cost. Yeah, so it's a wave. So that's probably what we actually saw in the trailer. There was that like bluish wave they shoot out. I have 1 point left that I can go send out. Almost at the point where I can use that. 5 spirit. If I get 1 more point, I can actually move through monsters, which could be very useful. But honestly, I would rather... I'd honestly rather get the 1 extra so I have life. Every monster you kill drops a soul that bestows upon you magic on it and regenerates some of your mana. That can be really good, but the problem is like, even though, well, if I pick an offensive spell, then I can actually use Spirit a good bit and recoup some of my cost. Actually, yeah, that's probably a good idea. If I can just get it up, get to 7, recoup my cost of my spells, and then I can cast both spells and also be offensive. And you can see here now, I also have the next level, so go into Polar Tundra, Heist Caves, Abandoned Base, the Great Old One is going to be the name of the boss, and Laboratories. Then there's a whole bunch here. So to cleanse Egypt the evil, you must first destroy the source of evil in Antarctica. So you can go to Egypt, then you go to the industrial dimension from evil, and then you go to the source of all that is evil. So pretty interesting little game here. For 12 bucks, I think it's actually a phenomenal deal, all things said and done. And you know, the music is simple but absolutely bopping, and there's so many just great tracks that I found even in the first area, and you know, the second area seems to be holding suit just as well. So I highly recommend it for everyone to go and try out for $12. But anyways, thank you everyone for joining me. Mr. No Souls here, and if you like this content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and wish you all a good day. Adios.